What's going on, guys? Noisy Boy here, and we are back with some more of my Monster Hunter World beta. It's almost finished up, so you know how it is. Gotta have our last little sip before we get going. But in today's clip, guys, I need you to choose my weapon, sir. Because in this clip, I'm going to actually show you the 3 weapons that have actually piqued my interest and the ones that I'm probably going to pick when I actually buy the game itself. So, without further ado, here are my 3 picks. The Switchblade. And the very popular, the Charge Blade. And of course, probably my favorite right now, the Insect Glaive. Alright guys, since those are my 3 picks, we're going to actually do some hunting itself. This is just to showcase some of the weapons that I want to pick, and just what you guys think of it. There are pros and cons to every single weapon in this game, obviously. This being the Switchblade, pretty much the weapon that is actually, it's going to be a fan favorite, I reckon. So what I'm going to do is just try and do this first quest. As you can see, he's just up over there, and give you guys just a little taste of what it is coming. So
go get a closer look.
Don't worry, I know where he is. I just saw him. So I'm pretty much going to beat this guy up. Hopefully this video won't be too long for you guys, and hopefully you guys will stay interested, because I really would like to hear your feedback on these weapons. But like I was saying before, all these weapons have pros and cons.
You're less likely to lose sight of a monster if you
oh shit, there he is.
Camera.
So
okay, you know what you have to do. Get in there and do your stuff.
Let's try and beat this guy up.
Don't forget that.
Oh, where's he going? Get back here, son. So this one, the Switchblade, obviously has a lot of strength, but not very much mobility. So let's try and as you can see, it puts this guy down pretty hard. And this obviously has like a big fuck off move too. Oh shit, I'm like dodge right into him.
Don't want to take hits like that head on.
Oh, why is he not switching? Oh, there he goes. There he is, switching back now. I don't think I have the HUD on too, so just so you guys can actually see a little bit more. Oh shit, hit me with his tail again, little bastard. He's got me in this damn corner, which is really starting to piss me off. I've got to try and get him out here. Come on, buggy. Go for a shot. Nice. Oh fuck. He's really got me in a bit of a pickle here, doesn't he? Let's see if we can hit him with this one. Hey little bastard. Oh, he didn't like that, did he? Which is pretty much the main hit for this one, so. See if I can try and hit him with the whole. There we go. This is pretty much what I love about this one. And boom! And he knows that that would have hurt him pretty well too, so.
That monster is really mad now. Be ready for some vicious attacks.
Yeah, you better be ready for some vicious attacks, man. And then boom, boom! And now that he's in this little position here.
Use the scout flies as a guide as you go after.
And time to do it again! Trying to fucking kill him in this one! Boom! He doesn't like that very much, does he? Reload time. See if I can hit him with the full combo again. Oh no, this time he's on the run. He's running alright. Where you going? Where you going? Don't have time for your little baby, son. But as you can see, not very good mobility. And
the monster's almost
oh, there he is. Fuck. Why's he running away?
Retreat to its nest to recuperate.
Agility being one of the main problems with this weapon, although when you have it in its first axe form, you do have a lot more mobility dodging wise, but I'll try and hook this whole combo in. Switched over to the blade. Hit him with this one. and then go for the fatal shot, which deals a lot of fire damage, and also hooks onto him like a chainsaw almost, and then you just give it to him in his butt. And that is why I love this weapon so much. Alright guys, next up is this one here. I love this one because it's like a sword and board at the same time, but it's actually quite the good little weapon. I think it's called the Charge Blade. It's like a sword and board for starters. It's a really good balanced weapon, a good first weapon actually, and actually morphs into like a sword, so... oh, into an axe, sorry.
Go get a closer look.
What I'll do is I'll try to show you the chain attacks from the sword and board to the axe morphing. That's without the electrical discharge, so... what happens is if you don't fill up your files, I think they are, or your shots in the top left corner, you can see there are about 5 slots just under my health and stamina. You need to charge those when you're attacking. You can actually hold circle down and it charges your attack, so just like that. And then once you start adding that and then adding hits, you charge it up slowly, and if you can maximize those shots or slots, you can actually chain it in with this, and when you do all this kind of attacks here, it actually has an electrical attack too, and then when you knock them down like that, which is pretty much what you're looking for, my guess would have to be that you use the big axe one to put him on his side or off his feet, and then you just wail on as much as you can. But even though you don't have the electrical discharge, it's still taking up a massive amount of health, which is why this is probably going to be one of my favorites. You can actually see my blade actually lighting up, as you can see, and what happens is if you hit them while that's too far charged, you can actually deflect off. So haven't quite charged it up yet, but I will. I'm just trying to show you the damage you can do just without the electricity, so which is actually pretty damn awesome. So you go whack, and then you hit him right down like that. So as you can see, it's not a bad weapon in all honesty. Charge again, and then you see that deflection there. I need to charge it up. As you can see, my slots are full now, so if I wanted to charge these, chain these attacks, I could, which I'm going to try and do here. And then bang, you can see that it electrical charge, so, and then it kind of does like a double effect, so good for normal enemies, I guess, and anyone weak against electrical or lightning attacks, so that's pretty much why I love this blade. But again, you lose a bit of mobility when you switch to the axe, and you have like a bit of a vulnerability there, so if a monster's quick enough to attack, like dodge and all that kind of stuff, but you get that extra bit of damage. It's not a hell of a lot, but I mean, like, if you can, oh man, just chain that entire attack up, it's so good. Again, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this blade. Very, very popular I think it's going to be, so, and it deals a whole lot of damage. Well, there you have it guys, that is my second pick and one of my favorites. Next up is my obvious favorite, but it comes with a bit of a, how do you say, a bit of an ability where you can actually use a kinsack to attack, so what you really want to do is just try and get him to hit the thing, and then you kind of absorb its energy. Not quite sure how long it can absorb the energy for, but you can actually recall it to replenish energy for you, and just keep getting it to go out there and do it. And it gives me back some energy bars, so that's always good. And then your actual abilities actually change, so if I can just get off this damn ground.
You don't want to take hits like that head on.
See, as you can see, my basic abilities have changed all over again, so I get double the points, so. And then boom, bitch, that's when you melt this motherfucker. And look, he's like, take me for a ride, but not today, son. Now all I need to do is get him a bit of a slash, because he's up against the walls, but it shouldn't be too bad, because he doesn't seem to be going anywhere. And then you gotta get the brace down, but it's only taken off for one shot. Now let's get some slash flurries in there, bitch. Oh, and that would have hurt.
Now's your chance to get in there and tear it up.
This is probably a good time to try and get some energy back too, so.
Hey, these shrubs look like the perfect place to hide.
And boom! Boom! And we're powering up now, we're not fucking around. Boom! This is pretty much what I'm talking about, son. And boom, boom, boom! Oh, yep. Now let's see if I can finish him off with this one. Be a good way to finish it, I guess. If I can. I probably won't even have enough time. But as you can see, my guy's powered up, so hopefully this next hit should be pretty damn sore for him. Come on, you son of a bitch. Come on, give me just a few more minutes to finish this guy off. I need some flurries. And it's time. Right in the face. Boom! Oh damn, I was gonna finish him off. Oh damn, just didn't quite get it in the end.
Congrats!
But yeah, that probably wasn't the best kind of showcase of that weapon, but that's pretty much what I was looking for. You gotta kind of boost up your power to try and actually implement some pretty good attacks. It's actually a bit of a technical weapon, I guess, but that's pretty much them right there. So anyway guys, hopefully that showed off my favourite 3 weapons. I am leaning on the switchblade, which is the very first weapon I showed off. I am loving that the insect blade, or the, what do they call it, the feather blade, or whatever it's called. I'm sure there'll be heaps of different names for them, but the first one, the switchblade, the big heavy one, has that stopping power and that pretty big damn combo. But at the same time, there are always other ones you can do, like with that the second weapon I had, the sword and board. It's a pretty good one to like start on, because you've got the shield and the sword. You also have the morph into the axe and all that kind of stuff, so that's pretty much why I thought that might be a good weapon as well. And obviously with the insect blade, there's that technicality and that mobility and the option to actually mount enemies. So as you could see before, I mounted them so bad, and the slash flurry just gives off so much damage, but the whole thing about that is that the enemy can't hit you while you're doing that, so that's pretty much why I was leaning towards the insect glaive when I did the first missions for the first time. So, and the cons for the blade, for each weapon, obviously with the big one there's the mobility. There is a certain mobility. The dodging isn't, I don't know, for some reason I felt like the dodging was a bit heavier. I'm guessing it's going to take a lot of materials to actually upgrade that weapon, but you never know. And it also has, I probably wouldn't say, it's probably a pro and a con, but the switchblade also has that fire element too. So if you're fighting a dragon or something that nullifies fire, it doesn't actually have that much of a effect, but I was hoping maybe you could change that element off it. And then that brings me to the next weapon. Cons for that, it probably doesn't have the stopping power of the first one. It maybe has too much balance, but there's actually, in the second combo, there's actually a lot of what do you call it? It's like there's animation between the two, which also has time to leave you vulnerable, but it, you know, and again that has that electricity element to it too. So again, I guess you could say it's a pro and a con, but there are those times where it leaves you vulnerable for a few seconds. And the very last insect glaive, obviously you have to use that insect to charge up the weapons and gather in energy to charge it up to change the actual weapon, what would you call it, rotation. Obviously if you've got max power, the more power you're going to, the different attacks you're going to do. But at the same time, like I said before, it probably doesn't have the stopping power of the first two weapons. It can dish out a bit of damage, but at the same time I'm guessing you'll be able to add some stuff to it, maybe with different insects and all that kind of stuff, so we'll see how they go. Well, anyway guys, those are my top 3 weapons that I think I'm going to use for the game when I get it, so hopefully you guys did like them, and leave a comment. I'd like to know what you guys would suggest for each weapon, what you guys liked, what you didn't like, especially what you didn't like. So anyways, I will just leave it there, so please, if you did like this video and it helped, remember to smash the like button because it helps out the channel a lot. And if you haven't already, think about subscribing because I'd love to hear your comments and your feedback in the comment section below. I am your host, Noisy Boy. Thanks for coming on by, and as always guys, stay noisy.